It's a new day in the workroom, and almost half of us are gone. And it's only episode 3 as well. I've been saved twice now, so I need to get judged by Mrs. Pity today, and I need to get a win today.
I now have 2 wins, and 5 queens are gone, which means the competition is going to get even tighter than it was before. And I have to make sure nobody tries anything with me, because I know for a fact after being with these queens for 2 weeks that I cannot count on them to just let me keep winning challenges.
As the queens all gather around in the workroom, they all congratulate Talia for winning the challenge and Obelix for winning the lip sync. Obelix thanks the queens and then he begins to cry over Bernard leaving the game.
Oh my god, I am so sick and tired of having to hear this big back ginger biggie crying every day. I pray to the French gods he goes soon, but hopefully the orphan girl goes first.
Felicie then asks the queens who do they think that Felicie wants to be sent home. The queens ask who, in which Felicie then gives Hollywood a glare. Hollywood then laughs at this and says it would more likely be Felicie rather than her. Felicie then says that she should not think less of her, and that she does not know what she can do. Hollywood then says that by looking at her, she has already seen enough of what she can do, which is mainly nothing.
Love this blonde whore keeps trying it with me every week. She has no respect for me whatsoever. Like, I am legit sickening, and all she is as well, an illness.
Talia then asks the both of them to quit arguing, and can they all just be happy that they have almost made the halfway point. Miss Quackmore tells Talia that she is correct and that they should all feel proud of themselves for managing to not get the chop. Bill then chimes in and says that even if some of them are just safe, it is still better than being in a bottom 3. Obelix then says that he does not want to go through a bottom 3 again.
I was so shocked when Mrs. Piggy called my name to be safe. I really thought she was going to send all 3 of us home. And now my only true friend in this competition, aka Bernard, is gone. I do not really have anyone but myself to talk to. Maybe I can try being more interactive with the other queens.
Obelix then tries to make a funny joke, in which Felicie then says that what Obelix just said was so freaking sexist, homophobic and cruel. This then makes Obelix freeze up and to cry on the floor.
My god, why do I even try? Maybe this competition is just not for me.
Victorable then rolls their eyes and asks the queens what do they think their next challenge will be. Bill then says that he thinks they might have a design challenge since they just had a comedy challenge. Hollywood then says that she predicts them having an acting challenge. Felicie then says that will probably not happen and that she predicts them having a dancing challenge.
Wow, shocker. The dancing queen thinks we are going to have a dancing theme challenge. Give me a break. But if we did have a dancing challenge, then I promised you all that I would 100% win it. I am all a dancing queen after all. I am probably the best dancer ever.
As the queens all discuss what they think the next challenge will be, a producer walks in and tells the queens to get ready for their mini challenge. Obelix wins the mini challenge and will get a small advantage for their maxi challenge.
Oh wow, I finally won something. Yippee! Maybe I really can win this competition. Maybe even snatch this crown.
Why do I find it so funny that the Biggie won a mini challenge about noodles? He must really eat a lot of them to be able to know so much about them.
Bonjour, 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 my 7 silly queens. I am proud of you all for almost making it to the halfway mark of the competition. And sir, I have a special challenge for you all. For this week's Maxi Challenge, you will be put onto 2 teams. And you will choreograph a dance for me and the judges on the main stage. Now Obelix, since you won this week's mini challenge, you will get to pick 2 queens for your team. Everyone else will represent the other team. And lastly, good luck. And don't fuck it up. After Mrs. Piggy leaves the workroom, the queens all wait for Obelix to choose his team. Hollywood yells at Obelix for him to hurry it up and pick already. Obelix, struggling, then begins to cry and say he is sorry, he is just super stressed out with this big of a decision.
I am not a really good dancer, so I know it might be useful to pick someone like Hollywood or Felicie. But I just feel like they will just both argue with me and make me mess up. So I am going to pick the 2 queens who I think might be a bit more nicer with me.
Obelix then says that he thinks he knows who he wants on his team. He then says for his team, he is choosing Miss Quackmore and Bill.
Oh wow, I was not expecting Obelix to pick me for his team. I am not really a dancing queen, but I think we can make it work.
Okay, alright, Obelix, I see what you did there, making both Holly and Felicity on the same team. At least you were smart enough to pick someone like me. I am a pretty good dancer, but I am unsure of what Miss Quackmore is able to do. She and I have both been safe so far, so she could pull some cool moves out of her duck sleeves.
Both Hollywood and Felicie Milliner scream at the top of their lungs and ask why would Obelix make the two of them be on the same team. Obelix then tries to say he is sorry, but they both cut him off with more yelling.
I'm not happy now that I have to be on a team with an orphan. But if I want to win a challenge, I guess I'm going to have to put up with her gingerness.
Why, Obelix, why? She has been bullying me repeatedly. Now I have to be on a team with her. Well, at least Talia and Victorable are on my team. I am going to have to get my team together if we want Mrs. Pity to put us in the top.
The queens all scatter off to discuss the choreo for their challenge. While doing so, Felicie tells them that they should include ballet into their dance. Hollywood tells her not and that they should do some freestyle, which will make the judges find their perspectives of drag more interesting. The two of them both keep yelling at each other and Talia and Victorable look at the other and are thinking the same thing.
For leaping out loud, these girls need to soil up their bickering and just try to get along. We will not get anywhere if we do not come up with good material.
Talia then tells Holly and Felicie to stop yelling and to just try and get it together. Felicie says that Holly needs to show her some respect for her work in ballet and apologize to her for being mean. Hollywood then laughs at this and says that if she thinks her throwing light shade is mean, then maybe she is not ready to become a true drag queen. Talia then says that she knows they both do not like each other. But the four of them need to come up with something since the group is one member larger than the other group. Hollywood then says with Obelix being on the other team is basically a team of 5. This then makes Felicie giggle and say that was a good one. Hollywood, surprised, then says thank you to Felicie, which makes her then reply with a you're welcome. The two of them then bond and begin discussing more ideas of what choreo they should try.
Well, who knew it only took for them to laugh at the other's mean joke? At least they are beginning to work on ideas. With us having 2 experienced dancers, the other team should be scared.
Bill then tells both Miss Quackmore and Obelix some ideas of what they could try to do for their choreography. Obelix then begins to cry a tiny bit and say he is so thankful for the two of them for not yelling at him. He then begins to cry even more.
Okay, Obelix, dude, I like your vibe and all, but you need to quit it with the crying. I am trying to explain to you what we should do and you're over here using up our time by crying over how we are not complaining. Like I am trying to not argue like Holly and Felicie, but I am almost at my breaking point. Wait, how much time do we have left?
A producer walks in and tells the queens to go to the runway ASAP.
Well, Quacks, we ran out of time. I am still not sure what exactly Bill showed me. I guess we are just going to need to be wished the best of luck.
Felicie Milliner slayed the challenge.
I ate up this challenge. The judges loved my dance moves. I tried to use some of Holly's ideas as well, and I think it paid off. I have the good feeling that I will be in the top this week.
Hollywood had a great performance.
I told y'all I'm a great dancer. I think that some of Felicie's dancing tips helped my performance even more. Maybe she is not as bad as I thought she was.
Miss Quackmore, Victorable, Bill, Obelix, and Talia all had a good performance.
I fear the judges found my team's dancing too overwhelming. So I do not think we will be in the top this week, but hopefully my runway can keep me safe.
I feel pretty good about my team's performance. We all delivered the choreography very well, and I think we got some bonus points for us having matching outfits.
I am scared, honestly. The judges did not seem to be super impressed with my team's dance moves. I think that I did pretty okay, but I am hoping we are going to be judged as individuals and not teams.
Bill seems kind of mad right now. I think I might have used up too much time by having the both of them comfort me to stop crying. I hope my outfit can keep me safe.
As the queens get ready for the runway, Felicie tells Holly that she did great in the challenge. Hollywood then tells her that she did awesome as well. Hollywood then begins to try and say sorry. Felicie then tells her that it's okay and that she feels the same. Both of them then bond, give the other a hug. Felicie then says to Holly that she is going to go and get ready for the runway. As Felicie leaves, Hollywood then sees Miss Quackmore struggling to get her runway together.
I see that Miss Quackmore is struggling, and honestly, I would rather have someone as mediocre as her stay in this competition rather than keep the big baby Aka Obelix in the game. His crying needs to be taken back to his daycare center.
Hollywood then asks Miss Quackmore if she wants some help with her outfit. Miss Quackmore laughs at herself and says yes. Hollywood then helps her with her outfit. She even tells her to add some things and remove a couple of other things. Miss Quackmore then looks at her outfit in awe. She then thanks Hollywood, in which Holly tells her no problem.
Oh wow, I did not expect Holly to be this nice. I think my runway will look 10 times better now. Hopefully the judges will think the same.
So yeah, I helped her out. As long as it puts that crybaby in the bottom and hopefully back home, that is all that I am asking for. I came to play this game, and the girls are going to need to step it up before I put them all in checkmate.
Bonjour, and welcome to the main stage of Cartoon Drag Race France Season 2. Now please meet your judging panel. A blizzard has arrived. It is your co-host as well as your Season 1 winner, Snowy. Hello my dear. And she is your extra special guest judge, as well as the lip sync assassin of Cartoon Drag Race Season 9 as well as your Miss Pokemon winner. It's Florge. Helotus my flower, I stand with you against the forces of evil aka Misty. But anyways, I had asked my French queens to perform in 2 teams and serve some amazing choreo, and on the runway, category is purple. Now racers, start your engines. And may the best French drag queen win. Felicie Milliner and Hollywood slayed the runway.
I beat up this runway. Purple looks so good with orange, but Floor just keeps glaring at me weirdly. I feel like I remind her of someone.
I'm lighting up this runway. I managed to be awarded by Marilyn Monroe's iconic sparkly purple spaghetti strap gown that she wore for the light shows for the 25th Marine Division in Korea in the year of 1954. And oh baby, I look like such. A glamorous form.
Talia, Miss Quackmore, Obelix, and Bill all had a great runway.
My take on the runway theme, purple, is inspired by one of my most favorite movies, the color purple. I made sure my outfit looked like it was created from purple flowers that I saw in the movie. I feel so lavender right now.
The judges were ecstatic when they saw my runway. I think with Holly's help, I might be safe from the bottom.
When I told Asterix that I got the runway theme, purple, he was so excited because he loves the color purple. So he helped me with my runway that I am wearing. And I think it us being fed well by the judges.
I feel so great juice right now.
Victoryable had a good runway.
Purple is not really a color of my choice, but I think my outfit is pretty well put together. I do not feel like I will win this challenge, but I do not feel like I will be in the bottom either.
Alrighty queens, now that we have seen both your challenge performances and your runways, the judges and I have made some decisions. But first, when I call your name, please take a step up. Victoryable, you are safe. You may now step to the back of the stage.
Oh phew, I am safe. And it seems I am the only one safe as well. I guess the rest of my team outperformed me. But it's alright, at least I get to relax and watch them from behind, with my soil cocktail.
Alrighty queens, you were placed onto teams. But this week you will be judged as individuals. Now up first, Obelix. Now Obelix. You seem to look very stressed when dancing. You could not keep up with your team, but all of your team felt super awkward when dancing. I assume your team did not come up with enough choreo, but anyways. On the runway, this purple outfit makes you look like a purple grape. In a good way that is. But anyways, next up. It's Bill. Now Bill, we love this grape juice runway, but your dancing felt a bit lopsided. You kept whispering to Obelix to do what you were doing, but he seemed to look stressed out. Now moving on, Talia. Now Talia, this runway. Ugh, I wish I was wearing that outfit. The flowers were so gorge, and we loved your dance moves as well. This was such a great week for you. Good job. Now moving on, Hollywood. Oh my, Monroe, is this the real thing? Because if it is, then you are rocking it, cradling it, and mothering it. Just like how you mothered the choreography. Wonderful job. Now next up, Miss Quackmore. Now Miss Quackmore, I was not expecting this kind of an outfit coming from you. It really caught me and the other judges' eyes. It makes you look like Daisy Duck herself. But moving on from that, let's talk about the challenge. Now in the challenge you seem to not be an experienced dancer, but you did try your best to keep up with Bill and Obelix. So I applaud you for trying to hold your own. Now our last queen of the night, Felicie. Now Felicie, you shall shock me this week. I saw your ballet skills on your audition tape, but seeing you perform this well up close was such a joy to watch, and this runway was so freaking breathtaking. You made Florge gag herself. Not very sure in what way though. But anyways, ladies, we have made our decision. Felicie Milliner, congratulations. You are the winner of this week's challenge.
Oh my, well yes, I finally fucking did it. I won a challenge. This goes out to my ballet teacher back home, and to every bitch in my dance studio who told me I would never be good at ballet. Well, look at me now. I am standing here, making it to the halfway point of this competition.
Hollywood, Talia, great job this week. The two of you are safe and the three of you may now step to the back of the stage.
What kind of bullshit are these judges giving me? I should have won this fucking challenge. Like, do you even know how much money I had to spend to buy this outfit? I swear, if I do not win next week's challenge, I am going to quit.
This means, Obelix, Bill and Miss Quackmore, you are the bottoms of the week. Now Obelix, I thought you would be the bigger person and have a massive performance. But I was wrong. Now Bill, this week, you barked on the runway. But your dancing was not very so fetch. And Miss Quackmore, you quacked our expectations to new heights with your runway. But your dancing needs some work on. Miss Quackmore, you are safe, and you may step to the back of the stage.
Oh my, Mrs. Piggy, thank you so much for seeing something me. I promise next week I will give you my all. And to Albert and Scrooge, I will make sure I do even better next week, for the both of you.
This means that Bill and Obelix. I am sorry my dears, but the two of you are up for elimination.
Dearie me, not again. Last week I had to send both Miss Clavel and Bernard home. Now I have to go up against Bill. I almost barely survived my lip sync last week. Now I am going to need to give this lip sync my all. I really do not want to go home.
Oh, I am so pissed right now. I was the one who gave my team something to work with, and now I have to lip sync. Oh, I am so mad right now that I do not really even remember much of the words. I just need to give this lip sync the best that I can give. Sorry, Obelix, but you are going down.
Two queens, stand before me. Now ladies, the time has come for you to lip sync for your life. I have asked the both of you to give a lip sync performance of Power by Little Mix. Now good luck, and don't fuck it up. Both Obelix and Bill flop the lip sync. Meh. Ladies, I have made my decision. Bill, Shantae, you stay. Obelix, thank you for making this competition a little bit bigger. But for now, sashay away.
I will save you all the tears. Bye, queens.
This is Untucked. After Obelix's elimination, the queens all clink their cocktails for making it to the halfway point as well as the final six. Hollywood, annoyed, then asks the queens if they could shut up please. Felicie, annoyed, then tells Holly what happened to her trying to be friendly. Hollywood then says that was for the challenge, and now that the challenge is over she has no need to be nice now. Felicie then calls Holly out for being a whiny bitch, in which Holly then mocks her and says that is what Felicie has done as well. Victory Bowl tells the two of them to not fight and that they would like for them to all give a moment of silence for Obelix. The queens all give each other a look and burst out into laughter. Bill then says he is happy that he is gone. Hollywood then follows up with this and says that she is also happy he gone and that his crying was becoming too much for her. The queens all agree and say that it was his time to go. After that, a producer rolls in a TV screen and asks Talia and the rest of the queens to pay attention. And on the screen, Talia's friends Iris and Oriana appear on the screen. Talia then becomes emotional and Hollywood and Victory Bowl comfort her. Both Iris and Oriana tell Talia that she has been killing it these past 3 weeks, and that they see her snatching the crown. They then all wish the other queens the best of luck with beating Talia. They then disappear. Talia then tells the queens that she really needed that support from him, and that it has been hard not seeing any of her friends from back home, or even her sister. Miss Quackmore tells Talia that for right now, they will be her sisters. AKA the annoying sisters that beat Talia in the end. The queens all laugh, and then a producer then tells Hollywood and the other queens to look at the TV screen again. On the screen, Jessica Rabbit then appears and tells Hollywood that she is such an ugly cunt and that she will never be prettier than her. Hollywood then claps back at Jessica and tells her that she will never be pretty as her, and that she can see Jessica's wrinkles from just sitting right next to her from the TV screen. Jessica, offended, then calls her an autistic cunt and that she is not going to have the same amount of fame as her. Hollywood then claps back at Jessica again. Sans says that she would rather have less fame rather than stroke Mickey Mouse's small pencil dick to stay relevant. The queens and Jessica are gagged, in which Jessica then tries to come up with something to say. And right as she is about to say something, a producer turns off the TV. Talia then tells Hollywood that what she did was sick cunty, in a good way. Hollywood smirks and thanks Talia and says she is here all week if she wants to hear more. Felicie then rolls her eyes and says that she will not be here next week, though, as she sees Hollywood getting the boot next week. Hollywood then laughs and says that she has been high for the past 3 weeks now, so she is not going anywhere. A producer then tells Felicie and the rest of the queens that they have one more guest waiting for them to be seen. On the screen appears Felicie's best friend Victor. He greets Felicie and all the queens with a bonjour and that he has been tuning in so far. He then tells Felicie that she has been doing great, and right as Victor is about to say more, he then sees Holly and awkwardly says hello. Hollywood then gives an awkward hello back to Victor, in which Felicie then asks if they know each other. Victor then awkward says yeah, and that she and him both had a bit of fun one night before Felicie then left for the show. The producers then say Victor has run out of time, and then they turn the TV off and move it out of the Untucked. Felicie then clenches her fists and her face begins turning red. She then asks Holly if she had fucked her best friend right before the show, in which Holly then smirks and replies with a maybe. Felicie then chases Holly out of the Untucked lounge. The queens all give each other looks and says that was something, which then they laugh and drink the rest of their cocktails. Bonjour, if you are wanting to watch more kinds of content like this, or are just wanting future updates on future seasons, then please join the Cartoon Drag Race Discord server in the link below. Also, please make sure you like and subscribe if you want to see more of Cartoon Drag Race France. Now vive la France, I say.